Hello. Welcome to my bunker, Joe Wilkinson and Jessica Hynes. So, yes, this is a bunker. Different take on the post-apocalyptic world. You might end up in the countryside, on Dave, or you might end up in a bunker on YouTube. When you find yourself in a bunker, something's gone wrong. You have in front of you 2 cuppa soups.
Can I go in?
You can go in. I'm going to ask you what flavour they are, because obviously it's a very bunkerish food, powdered soup.
What's yours?
I think mine might be country vegetable.
Mine's sort of dark water, if I'm honest.
Dark water. That's bunker water.
There's no flavour in that.
It's just water and then flavourless bits.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is really awful.
One of them is vegetably.
Vegetably delicious.
There is a vegetable base.
Mine has got to be the
one
vegetable
of them.
base.
OK,
What is
what
that?
vegetable?
Parsnip.
No.
Potato.
No.
Carrot.
No.
Courgette.
Oh, smaller.
Aubergine.
Smaller.
Broccoli.
Broccoli looks totally different.
Courgette.
That's a tree.
Smaller than a courgette, but like a courgette.
Gherkin.
That's it.
Is it?
Gherkin.
Pickle. OK. I would never have guessed gherkin.
Yours is reindeer.
I guess that. I didn't know reindeer meat comes in small squares.
How would you chop up a reindeer?
I'd go absolutely to town on it.
But wouldn't you think of your childhood, how you saw the reindeer as a magical beast that brought presents at
Oh,
Christmas?
no, if someone said chop that up, I'd go to town.
Especially if we're talking about survival.
I suppose you'd have to lose that kind of sentimentality, wouldn't you? You just have to go,
Mine's
great.
gone. As soon as I stepped into this bunker, I'm a savage.
Yeah.
I'm actually finishing mine.
Yes, I'm right.
See, I would say we should just have done comedians drink soup.
Well, we are.
And don't, yeah, but without all that chat.
I'd happily have another.
But
Can I just drink it like this?
Yeah, that's the joy of the cup of soup. Is it a drink or is it a meal?
Oh, that's lovely, actually.
Really?
It's like a salty sour cabbage kind of thing, spicy.
This is tasty, you know, but it's a bit chilly and I don't really like chili. Like, my lips are burning. I feel like I got an STD or something.
That would be an interesting way of marketing a soup. Gives you the feel of an STD.
Yeah, STD
So it's got
simulated.
the glamour of a sexually transmitted illness, but without the long-term health impact.
Is it celery soup?
The celery gets in all sorts of... You
hate celery.
You can't front up with celery.
Why can't celery go extinct?
I
Why
wish
does it have
it
to be
would.
the tigers? Don't understand.
OK, the next thing you say I will take as your final answer.
This is spicy cabbage soup.
You're half right.
Okay.
What that is beef and sauerkraut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Sauerkraut, I think, is pickled cabbage, basically.
Right. I did not know that was a soup option, beef and sauerkraut.
No, well, they've deliberately picked unusual soups to make this bit incredibly fun.
I think between us, we really nailed there being a sort of sour cabbage-like vegetable
Yeah.
in these.
This has been the best soup naming segment so far. The others were nowhere near this close.
Very nice.
I wondered if you would like to smell or even taste them and venture a guess as to their flavour.
Oh. We thought chicken because of the colour.
Is it chicken coloured?
I feel like some sort of beef. Some sort of...
Your ones, you think beef?
Is it too much to just say
You
lard?
could say whatever you like.
I think you've given me lard soup.
Lard flavour.
But I'm getting more of like a sort of like a beefy...
And they're different. You have different
Oh,
ones.
yeah. I'm just smelling butter.
It would be nice if we had bread as well.
Yeah, it would be nice if we
Can
could
I
go
have a little
outdoors,
taste?
wouldn't it?
That's
It'd be
true.
You know.
Can I have a
Yes,
little-
you're welcome to taste it. You just don't have to. What are you getting?
It's quite more.
Yeah, I mean, because it's got that sort of sewer water colour, and it's got...
Yours looks rancid, I'll be honest with you, Darren.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I once didn't wash out a thermos for a year, and that's why I found it.
OK.
I bet it stank.
It did stink.
Yeah.
But not until you opened it.
Have a fish around. I thought there was chicken in this.
Have
but
a
I think-
fish around.
Have a what around?
Oh,
It smells a bit fishy now.
And what the idea of fishiness has been put in your mind, and now it's suddenly fishy.
yeah, now you can taste it. Mine's not
That's
fish.
why menus are typed out, so that people know what to expect, because otherwise they'd have no idea. But
Do you
I
think?
know I've ordered the lamb, so this must be what lamb
fish
is.
soup?
You're absolutely right. That soup is spiced fish.
That sounds like a nightclub.
Spiced fish. Many a good night in
Oh,
spiced fish.
Going down spiced fish. Yeah. And
Oh, I'm
amazing.
going to have to say, like, chicken and leek,
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, think about what were you saying it was like?
Lard, butter.
And then butter, and so...
cheese soup.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese soup, yeah.
So I was dead close with lard.
You work... Well, not really, because lard is animal
Fat, isn't it?
Yes, but it's different. It's dairy fat. I mean, it's obviously come from... It's not like the fat of the animal. It's
No.
the fat of its
It is a
product.
apocalyptic world out there. We do need all the fat we can
That's
get.
true.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah, like the tits on the fat balls in winter. They know what's good
Tits
for
on
them.
the fat.
In the garden.
That's a different kind of nightclub.
The tits, the blue tits, the great tits, feeding off the fat balls that you leave in the garden.
Oh, OK.
To feed the bird
Yes.
life.
I love story time with David.
It's on the fat ball.
So we're going to play some games in the bunker. In order to decide who has to answer the question, you roll a dice and the highest score wins and doesn't have to answer the question.
The thing is, you've got to get the nails in it at the same time.
You look amazing doing it. Oh.
What? 7.
Marginally above average.
It feels like heaven. 7. Let's go.
I see. Yes, and yours rhymed, but mine was mathematically correct.
Yes, yes.
Probably in this scenario, prefer the
you're
rhyme.
one of
It's more fun,
those.
isn't it?
Do you think? Yeah. OK. It's often the mistake I make.
6.
6. Marginally below average. You win, Judy.
Don't get to answer the question.
You don't have to answer the question. Describe your most embarrassing camping or outdoor experience.
I don't do it very often. In fact, I think I've only done it once.
I said that about you.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not my thing. Okay,
Not our
we establish this. This is not our thing.
No, I've never done it.
Really?
I think I've never been
You've
camping.
never-
I once stayed the night in a tent in a friend's garden when I was about 9. My feeling in all this is this attempt to live in the wild after an apocalypse is doomed to failure. That we are creatures of a specialist economy, an advanced civilization, and the sooner we die in any collapse of civilization, the more merciful fate has been to us.
Wow.
That's my view.
I was paying as much attention like when Rishi Sunak gave his speech the other day about the economy. That's how much I was listening to what you were
So
saying.
I am boring on the same level. Rishi Sunak.
I'm just saying, you lost me halfway.
Comedy, the rules are too soon, can't say it, too Sunak-y, even worse.
Yeah.
What's your most embarrassing experience outdoors?
In year 6, I went to a place called Plas Dollymok, and it was our first residential in Wales.
Ooh, everything's in Wales, isn't it?
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy called Jaffa. He was named after the biscuit cake.
Yeah.
So Jaffa had a shit in a sink.
Oh,
In
man.
Dollymok. No, but he did what he did. He did what he did. He's a big lad. And then he's come up with the game. He said, oh, no one's going to do bigger shit than that. It was a big shit.
You volunteered.
There were 6 sinks in a row.
And you filled up all 6?
And my attempt was feeble. You look like this. And so then it was like, oh, Guz can't even do a shit. The last few months of school was like, oh, Guz can't even shit.
And you found that really upsetting?
It was terrible.
You don't look back on this and find out it was weird.
Boys do weird stuff, don't they, to challenge each other? Did you ever feel that?
Yes, but I didn't ever go to stay away with school people.
Why didn't your parents let you go on residential? That's an important question you have.
They would have let me, but I was too frightened.
You were right to be frightened. There's people like Jaffa out there doing big hench shit.
Yeah, exactly. Confess to the worst thing you have done outside. Have you, for example, killed a man?
No, that was definitely indoors.
OK, fine. Have you stolen someone's beloved pet and sold it online? That would probably be outdoors. They've got to be the worst people, the pet stealers, haven't they? Worse than the drug dealers, really, at heart. Because there's an upside to drugs. Cocaine must, on some level, be nice. Not that anyone's ever offered me any.
But there are people out there that are addicted to cats, and they're not in a good place.
Yeah. What do they do? Smoke them?
They just have a lot of them.
All right.
Once at a petrol station, I stole outside the petrol station. This was, so it does satisfy the criteria. Somebody dared me to do it back in my college days, and it was a plant pot that was like this big.
Yeah.
And I just picked it up, and I just walked away with it. And it was stealing, and it wasn't a good thing, but I did leave it outside the charity shop, so I also did some good with it.
Yeah, well, you're Robin Hood.
Yeah. British Petroleum's loss was the Heart Foundation's gain.
Roche, this question. What's the strangest thing you've had to undertake in the great outdoors? That doesn't have to be undertaken in the sense of an undertaker, but any stories of burying bodies would be welcome.
What's this? I once had to have a wee in Joshua Tree.
What's Joshua Tree?
Oh, it's the desert in California. I went with my friend, Greg Davies. We were doing a road trip, and then I needed to go for a wee, and then I ran out to go for a wee, and then a car pulled up right next to us, and it was getting dark, and then we had to drive out really fast. Exciting.
That sounds...
Was it getting dark while you were doing the wee?
Yeah. I think the wee was making the sun go down. The power of my wee made the sun want to look away.
Respecting your modesty.
Yes.
I think it's best we
racing for the horizon.
That's it.
Are you two indoors or outdoorsy people?
I like a hallway.
Like a threshold.
I like a threshold.
I like being on a threshold.
A porch. Yeah, we're threshold.
Yeah. Very happy leaning on an open doorway.
Oh, lovely. Even better.
As we were advised to do in the event of a nuclear attack. Stand in a doorway.
Yeah, it's the strongest part of the house.
And if Granny dies, put her in a bin bag and leave her outside. Those are the things I remember from Protect and Survive.
Well, I mean,
it all comes to mind, you know, what with this post-apocalyptic scenario.
Yeah, what with, yes, and of course all the problems in the world that we hope won't make the show too topical to broadcast.
I like being in the woods. I like the feeling of trees about.
Yeah. And the woods, you've got a shelter, so it is sort of like nature's sort of like
nature's
porch.
Pathetic half-assed attempt at a building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nature's poor at shelter, isn't it? Apart from caves.
Caves.
I quite like caves, but there's always a feeling that someone's done a wee, probably Roisin.
Where else would you go?
Yeah. Well, I think
outside the cave, please, if you don't mind.
One of the first things they learnt, the cavemen.
Outside the cave.
Everywhere's a toilet with Roisin. There's a kitchen.
I have, in fact, asked you to bring two things each. Something that would help you to survive and something that would help you thrive.
Do you want me to go first? OK, I'll go first. Being someone who is often told not to overthink things, I didn't really overthink it. And in that case, I didn't think about it at all.
Yeah.
And all I could think of to grab as the world collapsed was my Noel Coward album, Cowardy Custard. Got lots of poems and songs that I love. It also smells very much like this bunker. Because before the internet, you'd have an annual like this and then you would just pour over it.
Yeah. I want to look at that.
Have a look at that. My favourite Noel Coward, which is There Are Bad Times Just Around the Corner.
And it's perfect for
this. There Are Bad Times Just Around the Corner.
Yeah. Joe, what have you got?
I brought a small clear bag of scrunchies.
What are you going to use those for?
I had long hair when I bought those.
I suppose hair will get longer.
Well,
I can think of things to do with them, though.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, instantly, what you've got is a game, like right now, like get the owl, bam,
mustn't waste
like that.
them.
If we smash the owls, I
We're
will
not
cry.
going to smash them. The aim is just to hit them with the...
I think in the long run, I would come to worship the owls. I liked your scrunchies, but now we move regretfully on to the issue of survival.
This is a bit more... this is even... Do you know what? It's not shit, because I would genuinely enjoy this, but it is just another book that I then took, that was there thinking, that's a book I have not read, but now I'm in a bunker and it's the end of the world. I feel like I've got all the time in the world.
It would be an interesting test, because that's the sort of book that we can tell ourselves whilst civilization continues that we don't read books by W.B. Yeats because there's the television.
This is not enough time.
Busy.
This is not enough time.
And then we would be really tested in the bunker whether we would prefer to stare at a wall or read poetry.
Or fire hairbands at the owls.
Yeah, that is more shit than an old cow, because you don't need poetry to survive.
I've done 47 years without it up to now.
Yeah, exactly. It's a quality of life thing. Joe has very low quality of life, but he is alive.
I am still living.
No, I think you absolutely do. You need poetry to survive, I think.
Joe?
I've gone a very similar route. I bought a smoke alarm.
OK.
Right. And you think that's a vital survival thing?
Yes.
What are you going to do when the battery runs out?
Do batteries run out? Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. So one thing you've got to say about W.B. Yeats, he doesn't need batteries.
No, I've had it for 4 months. That's the downside.
Now, I asked you to bring here 2 objects each. Something that would help you survive in a post-apocalyptic bunker and something that would help you thrive. So, Fatia. Yeah.
I'm just going to get it. Hold on. A trusty little place. Don't panic. It's just a bath bomb. We can have a family bath in the lake.
Well, it wouldn't be a lake, but it might be a sort of underground sewer.
An aquifer?
If we're very lucky. It would be a one-off treat, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Thank you. What's your thrive object?
My thrive object is Brian Eno's Oblique Strategies. You pick out a card and it gives you a sort of mysterious bit of advice as to how to proceed. In the apocalypse, A lot of decisions to be made, a lot of difficult choices to be made.
I mean, what is it, cards?
Yeah, think up a survival situation that I have to...
It gives the answer.
Yeah, so what might I be?
We've got one gun left and with one bullet.
Okay.
Should you take it and try to find a deer for us to all eat and live? Or you can use the bullet to kill David and then we can eat him.
Okay, that's good, that's good. So do we use the final bullet to kill a deer to eat, or do we use it to kill David to eat?
Yes.
This one says, faced with a choice, do both.
Okay.
Well,
that's pretty perfect. That's pretty great.
And there's one bullet.
Well, maybe...
So you've got to, line me up in front of the deer?
That's right. It's doubled the camps.
Who's this joker who came up with these?
Brian Eno.
Brian Eno?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. Brian, you didn't even listen. Right. Fatia, what have you brought to survive?
Let me go into my secret pen again.
Yeah.
Tweezers.
Oh.
Okay. I'm North African, I'm Moroccan, aka hairy bastard. That's why I got this. And then also we can use it to open tins, pick locks.
Splinters as well.
That's good as well.
I had a terrible splinter a couple of years ago. My God, it was right in my foot. And I kept thinking I'd got it and I hadn't. And then I put this cream on it. And then there was a day when the splinter came out. And it had been in my foot for like 3 weeks.
This is the kind of story you would tell in an apocalypse.
It's one of the best moments of my life when that splinter came out.
That's extraordinary.
Anyway, what have you brought to survive?
To survive, I have brought a very important piece of equipment. It's my rice cooker. No. Everyone says, oh, what do you need a rice cooker for? And then they also say, oh, I never cook rice, it's so hard.
Don't you just do it in a saucepan?
It's easy to burn, you got to get all the measurements right.
So it's, as it were, the rice equivalent of a toaster?
Yes.
Obviously, when the power goes down, it's not going to be as effective as the tweezers.
Yeah, I haven't really thought that bit through, but...
Well, I'm sure Brian would tell you what to do. Okay,
yes.
The power's gone down. What do we do with the rice cooker? Where's the edge? Where does the frame start?
Where is the edge?
Yeah. Let's be honest, I think he peaked with Faced with a Choice, do both. I have asked you to bring 2 objects each.
Yeah.
Something to help you survive and something to help you thrive.
Yes.
So, Maisie, would you like to start?
I have brought hair clippers.
Ah, yes, Maisie!
So...
Come on.
My hair grows at quite an alarming rate, and annoyingly, with this...
It's got quite a lot longer during the course of this interview.
As you can tell.
Yes, yeah.
But with this haircut, the whole point is that it's really short and then really long, so I need to keep on top of it.
Well, my problem with that is I accept that you feel for your own identity that you need to maintain your hairstyle.
Yeah.
I understand that, but you could do it with scissors.
Oh, no, this isn't a scissor job.
This is going to use up the scarce resource of electricity.
I should also point out that I also will need the clippers done.
OK, well, we might have to turn off the refrigeration for a while.
Yeah, and there's nobody on dialysis or anything, is there? We could just...
Not yet. And what have you brought?
I have brought...
Oh, my word.
Exercise bands. Oh. Workout bands. We can all be the better versions of ourselves.
Don't you know, I might get sufficiently bored in a bunker even to attempt exercise myself.
There we go. You see?
Yeah.
Pick up a new hobby.
Let's move on to the survive items. This might be a slightly glummer segment, I warn the viewers. So, Maisie, what have you brought?
So I have brought, as my survive item, a camping chair. Now, it's not one of the fancy ones. No good ideas ever came from being stood up. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, OK.
There we are. Just sit there. Yeah. Sit there and have a think. Think of all of the big thinking shows that we knew back in the old world. University Challenge, Only Connect. They're all sat down.
Hole in the wall.
Do you know why people do bad on the chase? Because they're stood up. Yeah.
It's important to take time to sit and think.
Yeah.
I do like that.
And what have you brought?
Well, I kept it quite simple.
Yeah.
OK.
You know? I thought, you know, if we're going to survive, I want something that is going to work for our benefit. High-vis vest. Doesn't get better than this. If we wear this when we go out, people will think we're important. They might ask us questions and then potentially steal supplies.
Yes. You can definitely confiscate stuff with
so
that
all you
on.
need is that and a sort of laminated card.
Yep.
Exactly.
And just flash the laminated card, help yourself to the precious resources.
Absolutely. That's
Very
a really
clever.
good one. Well done.
I like the deviousness of that.
Yeah.
Round 2, you have to identify these animal noises. And if you do, then in the context of this, you're deemed to have been successful.
Right.
You can't buzz in because it's a post-apocalyptic. All the buzzers have been destroyed, but you could make a buzzing noise. You could go bzz. Perfect. Guz? Oh, that's lower key. I'll have to listen out for it.
You didn't make a boy.
So it's or. Okay. Here we go. First one. Yes.
Hippopotamus.
No.
Sounded hippopotamus-y. I was going to say.
It sounded hippopotamus-y.
I know it did sound hippopotamus-y. I'll give you a clue. It's a bit aquatic. Yeah.
Duck?
No.
Oh.
That's quack.
Let me hear one more time, please.
Yes.
Turtle.
No.
Snapping. No.
Not a turtle.
Not a snapping turtle.
It's a seal.
Say that's not.
That seal has got gas.
Right, next one. Okay, ready?
What?
Yes.
Seagull.
No.
Some kind of bird.
No. It's a mammal.
Is it a fox?
It is a fox. And for a bonus, what is the fox doing?
It's either mating or
Close.
calling for its, yeah.
2 points.
Things, yeah.
It's
Shall
a
I tell you
fox's
what?
mating call.
That's the damn ass fox that's outside my yard every night. You see them foxes in South London? They're different.
Next one.
That sounds like something you made up. I don't know what. A raccoon?
No.
That's an annoying noise.
It's
not a bird.
It's not a bird.
Not
no.
feline.
No, not feline. It's a screaming armadillo.
Do you know what? I had armadillo.
Did you?
In the back of my mind. Why is your glasses dropping down like to say, stop chatting shit?
Nah, it's a bit hot.
Your glasses dropped down like to say, please, bitch. There was that kind of answer in the back of my head. I just didn't know if I could pronounce it.
This one. Oh, dear. Yes. Is that a buzzing or
Oh, is
thing?
that
Yeah, no,
buzzing?
I didn't want to disturb you while
Yeah.
buzzing quiet. A baboon.
No. No, I know, that's a good call. I mean, it sounds like a baboon to me.
Yeah.
That's not... You'd be very surprised at this.
I feel like it's that long-necked bird.
No.
You meant herring, innit?
No, what's the other
Herring?
with the nice...
That's not a bird. Heron.
Hey, what's herring?
Herring is a fish.
I mean the one with the...
Same to same.
With the pretty ass.
Peacock.
Yeah.
No. It's a screaming goat.
Do you know what?
You put two screamers in
but
there.
I said cow. For me, curry, it's the same thing. If you go into a certain shop, mutton, cow, goat. It's the same mixed meat.
On the basis that it is another animal that if you killed it, it would be meat. Well, I'm not accepting that answer. Here we go, last one. Yeah.
Dog.
Dog, classic.
I mean, I'm that girl, innit?
You win 3-0, you win.
Damn.
And your prize are these delicious survival biscuits.
Thank you very much.
Which you can eat or not.
Tastes like...
You took a... Oh, babe, that was a
big old bite. You're a brave man.
You are. We're going to do good, you know.
I'm surprised you couldn't do a bigger shit in a sink. A man who could take a bite like that.
His mouth is big, but his arse is not.
Any physicist will tell you that's the problem. Has to come out at high pressure. So this round, you'll be going head to head.
Oh, okay.
To identify all of these animal noises, and the winner gets to eat a survival biscuit if they like.
Do you get a cup of tea as well?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so this is.
There's an old school radio.
Old school radio. Okay, so I'm going to play you these animal noises, and this being post-apocalyptic bunker land, there are no buzzers, so you have to make a noise. Okay, ready? Yes.
Goose.
No, not goose. But you didn't buzz unless
I went,
unless
ooh.
your that was your buzz. I thought that was genuinely just an emotional reaction to the noise.
Does it have wings?
No. It's very surprising.
Cat.
No, that's meow. Yes.
Buzz. Fox.
No.
Buzz, lizard.
No.
Lizard. Lizard's like a group of animals. You can't just say lizard.
No,
that's like
casting
some
on it.
mammal.
It's not,
mammal.
Actually, though, lizard is not analogous to mammal. Reptile is analogous to mammal. Lizard is more specific than mammal. Although you're right, there are lots of lizards. You've gone mammal. It is a mammal. I am going to ask you to specify.
Okay. Goat.
No.
Oh.
It is. I tell you what. You'd never guess. Hedgehog. Yeah.
Oh, the famous hedgehog noise.
Yep, that was the famous hedgehog noise.
It's a nice hedgehog
They
noise.
obviously got the mic quite close, which meant they risked getting prickled.
You think you know someone? Do you know what I mean?
This one. I will give you a clue. It is an animal doing something.
Sneezing.
No.
Is it something sleeping?
No.
Is it? Oh.
So I've given you the answer. Is mating.
Oh, mating.
Now, what animal is mating?
I mean, come on, a hedgehog.
No. How likely are we to have question 1 a hedgehog, question 2 a hedgehog mating? I'm going to tell you.
Go on.
A turtle mating.
A turtle. I mean.
Yeah. Right. Next one.
Must have a straw up its nose.
Dog. Dog. No. Bird.
It's not a dog. It's not a bird.
Oh. It's not a bird. It's not a dog.
There are some examples that are bigger than you and some examples that are smaller than you. I think this example would be smaller than you.
So an animal that can be bigger than me. A horse.
What sort of horse could be smaller than you?
One of them little mini ones.
A Shetland pony?
Yeah.
I would say you might be taller than a Shetland pony. In terms of biomass, I think it's got you licked.
They do guide horses as well, don't they, these days?
Shut up.
Yeah,
You'd go
little
for that,
horses.
wouldn't you?
I don't know why you'd have a little one. Just get a big one to sit on his back.
Don't think that's as practical as you imply.
Just climb on top to the bank.
And everyone starts handing you over
Another
money.
person. What's
The
coming in the
highwayman.
supermarket is another blind person on a horse.
Yeah.
It's just not workable.
Is it a red panda?
No.
I said panda.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, red panda's not a panda, though.
Isn't it?
No.
No, it's a little...
Meerkat
thing.
isn't a cat.
Okay.
I'll tell
give
you,
up.
it's a muntjac deer. Or a
Oh, I saw
muntjac
one of them
deer.
today.
All right.
Right, next one.
There's another one.
Yeah, we're
There's
good.
two
We're
more.
going to get good at this.
Oh. Owl.
Yes?
A wood pigeon.
Wood pigeon.
Pigeon.
Very
I
famous,
just
a
done
wood pigeon.
something.
That's the only point that's been scored. So you're in the lead. Last one. Can you draw level, Chris, and make it an exciting draw?
Let's see.
Or will it be an anticlimactic victory for one person over another?
Monkey. Buzz. Monkey.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Duck. Chick.
No.
Does it have wings?
No.
Does it have arms?
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
Sort of. Sort of does have
A
arms.
T-Rex.
Oh, gosh, if they had a recording of that, that would be...
No,
Chipmunk.
No.
Hamster.
No.
Gerbil.
I tell you what, this one, you put the food out for the birds and you go...
Squirrel.
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah. 2-0. You win one of these these survival biscuits. In fact, you can have all 3.
Thanks. I'll tell you what.
Horrific.
Dipped in a cup of tea.
And then thrown away, and then have a Twix instead.
That ain't
Delicious.
bad,
You haven't seen this survival tea yet.
For this next round, you'll be going head to head to identify all of these animal noises. The winner will win a dry survival biscuit.
Oh, you are
One of
spoiling
these.
us.
Look at that. That's food. Smells a bit like a pork pie.
It's soap.
Well, no, it's not soap. If you've got soap that smells like that, then
I have got soap that smells like that. That smells like earthy, lush soap.
that smells like the crust of a pork pie. Anyway, the winner wins that. So,
there's an incentive here to throw this game.
I'm going to play the noises.
Oh,
Press
nice.
play.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
A C4
look, it
800.
works even though. So what I do is I hold this, and I first energize, and then press play. Energize.
That's a human.
It's obviously you, David, after eating that soap.
No, it's not a human.
Goat.
No. It's quite a Route 1 unusual animal.
Alligator.
No.
Is it a common sight in the British countryside?
Not British, no.
No.
Kangaroo. I could hear the accent.
No.
No?
Give you a clue. Herds of...
Goats.
Wildebeest.
That's it, wildebeest.
Ooh, you said
1
goats.
point to Mr Davies. Energise. Start.
Mouse?
No, it could be, I suppose, a mouse. Yeah, very, very close up and slowed down. They
never
do
know.
that just to see if they're saying anything.
I had a mouse in my house. I had to call it Bubbles to get over the fear. And then you've got to take it on a road trip, apparently, these days. You can't kill them, and then you've got to get rid of them and bring them somewhere where they can't get back.
You can kill them.
Just get an Uber, put it in front of the front wheel.
Oh, no!
Do you know what? You don't have to kill them. You can call someone and they'll come and kill them for you.
Couldn't. I named it Bubbles.
Get a cat.
Yeah.
What should we call it? What should we say this
Donkey.
time? Donkey.
No, it's not a donkey. I'm going to say is they've always got a snack.
Camel.
Absolutely, 1-1. So exciting. I'm building in jeopardy. Right, energise.
Is it a snake?
That would be amazing if that's a noise snake.
Again.
Primate of any sort?
No.
Cheetah.
Do you know, in a sense, it did cheat in its evolutionary journey.
Well, it used to fly and now it doesn't.
Oh, chicken! It's a chicken!
Yeah, good. They still can fly. That would be. It's a good
Can
idea.
chickens fly?
But
Not
they,
far.
a bit. They fly very, very badly.
Well, in the same way I can, like sort of leap across the...
Better than you.
You haven't seen me fly, David.
I put money on it.
Turkey.
Alpaca.
I'm going to tell you.
Hedgehog.
Panda.
What's the evolutionary thing
Well,
about?
pandas are bears, and they were carnivores, but then they discovered that they cannot bother catching any animals if they just ate bamboo.
Yeah.
But in order to break even nutritionally from just bamboo, they have to eat it constantly. We've got 2 more to go. Okay, energise.
I'm thinking that sounds like poultry to me. Turkeys.
No.
No.
But you're
Wolves.
close. Not
We're
wolves.
close.
Yeah. Like a duck, bigger than a duck. Merry
Goose.
Christmas. Exactly. Goose. 2-1.
Goose.
And last one. And if you and Roche, if you get this one right,
Yes.
it's a draw,
Oh, here
which
we go.
I'm personally rooting for.
Right.
Energise.
Oh. That's a ghost, isn't it?
It's not a ghost, is
It's
it?
not a ghost.
It's not a wolf either.
It is a wolf.
Is it a wolf?
2-2. It's a
I was
draw.
gonna say wolf.
So you both win a survival biscuit. Help yourself.
And I'll do my armpits with that later. Give my toes a rub.
Yeah, do by all means try it.
100% that was soap up. It's dog biscuits. I know, I ate them as a kid. You know, in the apocalypse. We'd probably stab each other in the bodies for these.
Right in the bodies. That's the worst place to be stabbed, isn't it, the body?
I'd probably come at your
Otherwise, in a way, otherwise it's just waving a knife, isn't it?
I'd probably come at both your bodies violently.
Not my body, not the body.
Now, I have 2 things to give to you. This is for you, Joe, and this is a
vuvuzela.
straw. But it's not the sort of straw that kills a turtle. It's the sort of straw that saves a human. You put God knows what filth in one end.
This?
And it comes at the other end quite drinkable. You could use it if what you were reduced to drinking was your own piss.
Ooh.
That's...
I'm hoping that's day 1 or 2. You're very frothy piss, and I love that about you.
Well, I jumped about a lot before going. How is it?
It tasted exactly like lager. Exactly the same, both through there and there.
And the reindeer?
So I'm now going to
It may
mix
taste a
lager,
bit
urine.
lagery. Well, it might improve the reindeer soup. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Anyway, and for the other end of the human process, that is a way that allows women to wee in the woods while standing up without having to sit on some nettles.
When was this invented?
By the look of it, recently.
80s, I'd say.
Do you think that's probably about right?
How
it could
long
be the
have
70s.
women been peeing in the woods?
Oh, since the 70s.
You could use that just as a tub.
You could, yeah.
You could fill that with a homemade pate.
You see, that is amazing. Okay, that's a great receptacle, but not for weeing in.
Yeah, I have some gifts for you in return, and this is a thing. You can toast marshmallows on it, which, frankly, I wouldn't want to do because of their disgusting sugary flavour, but many people like them.
I never say no to free food.
If you prong up those bad boys, that would be an entertaining way of expressing it.
Huh?
It rotates.
Oh, my days. Look, and food and a show.
That's the first gift. The second gift is even better. These are edible cups.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think it might be a chocolatey liquid.
Yes, it's lovely. Very potable. Oh, marshmallows.
Blow it. Oh, we survived our first emergency, see?
Yeah.
Can we eat the cup now?
Yeah, if you've drunk the liquid.
Not all of it. Do you want me to drink all of it?
Well, as you said, it might be a bit messy if you don't.
If you eat the cup before you've drunk the liquid, a crack might go all the way down to the bottom, and then we have unwanted hilarity on camera. What's it taste like, the edible cup?
Nothing. Tastes like cardboard.
Can I try a bit?
And it'll keep you going.
Flavourful enough for me. Not very Moorish. Well, thank you both.
Fantastic.
For joining me in this apocalypse.
Can I have a normal marshmallow? I can soak some of this up. You've got a
Candle grill? Are you going to eat this?
No, please go ahead.
You see? Do you want one? I'll make one for you.
That's quite a good idea.
These are better, actually, just like this.
So what that is a marshmallow worsener. And it revolves.
That fire's getting a bit lively.
Yeah.
It is,
For a marshmallow fire.
I'm wearing 100% polyester, you know. Just to let you know.
The amount of hairspray in this look doesn't just happen. These are special sleeping bags that apparently are like sort of suits that you wear, so you'll look like a kind of
like a Michelin man.
Puffy. Yes, a Michelin man.
That's
exactly.
great.
Yeah, and so you can walk
Michelin man.
No connection.
I think there is.
And this is, I believe you're a fan of dogs.
I love dogs.
Well, this is a dead dog.
Yes.
And you could put this dead dog in this sleeping bag and pretend it was still alive. And that might bring you some comfort in the bunch.
It's squishy, to be honest.
I'm not sleeping on any dead dogs. I'm putting that as a house rule already.
I'd sleep on a dead dog. How about that on record?
Yeah. No, it's a democracy. You get your shaver, we get to sleep on dead dogs.
Exactly. Okay, that's the deal.
Yeah. And, thank you for watching, everyone who's watching.
I love this.
How many people do you think stuck with us?
What, right now?
For the full 8 minutes.
Do we have a clip of anybody sort of dancing or falling over like a fail?
Yeah, I think you need to you need to interject it with viral videos.
Maybe you could make the dead dog do something amusing.
Yeah, maybe we can make it do like a TikTok
Whoever's
dance
in charge of the social media, I hope you have good emoji game, because you need emojis to keep
Yeah,
people
that's true.
I think there'll be emojis happening all over.
Yes, if there's laughing face emojis above us, then that should help
It tells
our case.
people how they're supposed to respond.
Yes, it's like the menu. It tells you what you're meant to
If you
feel.
tell them it's pork, they will taste pork.
Lovely.
Last round, we're going to flip a coin to see who has to do it. Judy, you say heads or tails?
Tails.
It is tails. You win. So, Guz, you have to do this. And the thing you have to do is, will you please bring in the cool box? You just feel it and say what you feel. Clue is you might want them in a survival context.
I was going to say it feel like a breast implant, but I don't understand.
That wouldn't be a survival priority.
Feel like a hot water bottle.
No, it's not a hot water
It's not a hot water bottle.
No, it's not.
That's a
no,
great
it's more... It's bleaker.
I feel like it goes over something.
Plastic.
Someone's head.
Yes.
It's a gas mask.
It's a gas mask. Yeah. Well guessed. Other item. Less bleak.
Let's
That's
go.
my clue.
What's that, cuz?
If it's alive, I don't want it there, man.
Not alive.
Feel like small wet testicles. Any feel like that?
It's not small wet
Is
testicles, but think about what might feel like small wet testicles.
Where would they be getting all a box of small?
Well, no, you're quite right. The number of small mammals we'd have to castrate in order to...
Thousands.
But
there's a lot of...
But thinking of that, it might give you the answer.
Wet and round.
Visualise things that are, wet and round.
Is it food?
It is food.
I can smell through the hole.
I can just smell.
I got a scent.
Yeah.
That's beans, cuz.
Yes.
That's beans, ain't it?
Yeah.
Look, you should have just told me sniff through the hole. If you sniff a hole, you generally can judge what something is.
Yes, but I suppose in a post-apocalyptic, imagine you're wearing the gas mask, you wouldn't be able to smell the beans. You've got to find the beans by touch because it's so dark also. I don't know quite what the scenario is.
I'm really proud of Guz.
Yeah. I've been meaning to ask that. Is it Guz or Guz?
But you guys are not from, like, the Midlands, so I don't... Can you put the sauce on it to say Guz?
Is saying Guz, as it were, putting a Midlands accent on to say your name, or is it pronouncing your name as it should be pronounced?
How would your mum pronounce it?
Bastard.
Well, that means at the end there, Judi, I think you have won. Because even though Guz correctly identified the objects, you didn't have to, because you won the coin toss, and you identified the most animals, and didn't have to tell a story about shitting in a sink, you know.
Congratulations, me.
Congratulations, you. Thank you for joining me in my bunker.
Thank you. Thank you.
Flip the coin to have a feel of what's in my cool box.
I'm going to say heads.
It is heads.
You win and Alan loses. So, yes, Alan, could you please identify the things that your hands are feeling?
I'm feeling a plastic thing with a slidey implement of some sort.
Yeah.
I think maybe to take the cork out of a bottle.
No, it's not that. No.
Yeah, the other one is...
Oh, it sounds nice. I recognise a crunch.
Yes, it sounds nice. It's a violin. No.
Is it hemp?
No.
Is it sorghum wheat?
No.
Is it corn?
No.
Is it any sort of ground up grass?
To add jeopardy to this game, he should be having everything he says that isn't it chucked at him while this is going on.
Is it money?
Yeah,
is
gold.
You know,
noodles and a plastic kitchen item.
No, it's not. It's a vuvuzela. Very loud. They're a thing at the football. That's more noise than one person should be able to make.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah. Round one, Alan won because he didn't have to tell a story. Round two was a draw. Round three, Roche, you won, and that means it's a draw. But so that was all futile.
So we don't have to fight it out to the death at the campsite?
There's no fighting.
Oh, shame.
Yeah.
Ruin everything.
Thank you for playing games in my gamey bunker.
No.
No? You think not?
Who's the gamey bunker?
Yeah, gamey bunker. He was a decent chap. Died at Passchendaele. But you flip the coin, and whoever loses has to do the thing. So if you toss the coin, Laura, and Chris, you guess.
OK. There you go.
Right.
That it.
Tails.
Tails it is.
Yes.
Right, so, Laura, you lose, which means you must sample some military rations. Yeah.
Win.
So, here are some military/camping rations for you to try and opine on. That's had some gaffer tape put on the outside for reasons probably to do with undue prominence.
It doesn't smell great, does it?
No, it's a little bit...
Well, on MasterChef, this would be a disappointing response.
No, on MasterChef, you'd have Greg Wallace go, I don't mind that.
What do you think it is?
I want to say a bulgur wheat. I want to say a quinoa.
Apparently, it's vegan paella.
Vegan. No, that's fine. That's fine. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and that. Yeah. What are they? Those
little gumball type bonbons. I might take half, see how I get on. Hang on. Ooh.
It's crunchy.
What is it?
Ice creamy.
Ice creamy.
It's made with locusts or something.
It's NASA space strawberry ice cream.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow, OK,
David,
like freeze-dried.
Yeah. I'm basically an astronaut.
Yeah. Can I try one?
Yeah, do.
So I can basically be an astronaut as well.
Do you want to try one, Chris? It's not bad.
Right.
I'm not lying.
I actually think that's quite nasty. It's very sweet.
Yeah. I mean, it's not ice cream, is it?
I might have to have a bit of ration biscuit to take the taste away.
Yeah.
So would life be worth living if we were reduced to the last case of NASA ice cream and some vegan paella?
Well, it would delay having to resort to eating Chris. Do you know what I mean? So that's a good thing.
You'd eat this before Chris. Out of Respect for Chris, or just because you think Chris would taste even worse?
Yeah, just
She'd eat me first so that she had more of that left for herself. She wouldn't want to share. What's the point of doing it the other way around?
Yeah, you can't go back to savoury.
I'm going to halve the dessert and then eat the main.
Well, Laura, you won rounds 1 and 2. Chris, you won round 3, which means, Laura, you won more rounds than Chris. You won this!
No.
Thank you for joining me in my gamey bunker for this game.
Wow, thank you. How do you feel? Does it change? You can feel your life changing.
I'm an astronaut now, Chris.
Yeah.
People often ask that, you know, has it changed your life? And the answer about everything is marginally, yes.
Yeah.
Every event is a marginal change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything in my life previously has been about building to this one moment now, David.
Yeah. And I suppose you don't even want to leave the bunker. You're happy to sit it out for 10 days down here.
I'm happy in this seat. Just check on me every so often.